Hello and welcome to this dollhouse miniature 1/12 scale project, making red and white clover plants with thread, flocking, and paper, plus making a necklace and 4-leaf clover. This is the 13th episode of the mini Wildflower Series. It's one way to make clover. Materials are listed below the video. To make the ground base, punch 2 5/8" cardstock circle pieces, glue use dried T-bits to one side, press. Repeat for the second circle, one for each of the 2 plants. Here are some other ideas for ground base shapes and sizes. For the leaves and greenery, paint copy paper green, front and back. Rub smooth with paper towel when dry. To make the red clover plant, cut 4-inch pieces of brown, green, and tan thread. With glue on your fingers, run the thread through to stiffen and straighten the thread. When dry, cut into 1/2-inch pieces and clamp one end. For the floret flowers, place white and pink flocking in small containers. Add a pinch of red to the pink and mix. Glue the ends of 4 brown thread pieces. Use tweezers to sprinkle the white flocking all around. When dry, glue again and then sprinkle pink flocking around. For the flower buds, place green flocking in a small container. Glue 2 green thread pieces with tweezers. Sprinkle the green flocking around once. For flower and bud greenery, punch 12 1/8" stars from the green copy paper. Use the pin and foam mat to add a center hole to each one. Slide 2 stars to each floret flower and bud stem and glue underneath. For the leaves, punch 5 5/8" snowflakes from the green copy paper. Then cut the 6 top ends off each snowflake. Curl green leaf pieces with stylus on mat. Clamp the remaining 6 stems, glue 1 leaf to stem, and glue a second leaf behind it so the stem is between the leaves. Next, add 2 leaf pieces to each flower and bud stem, about 1/8 inch down from the top. For the plant base, punch 1 3/8" sunburst piece from green copy paper. Add brown marks with the colored pencil to the ends. Curl the base upwards with a stylus. Glue the top of the ground base, let dry. Now you're ready to assemble. Place glue in the center of the plant base. Arrange stems. Hold a bit to set each piece. You could brace with paint containers until dry. Touch up any greenery or leaves with paint if needed. Lightly paint in an upward vertical motion around the flowers. Fluff greenery and leaves if needed. You could make several plants, varying the ground base size, number of flowers, buds, and stems. To make the white clover plant, you could cut 1 12-inch piece of green thread and glue stiffen, or repeat the stem steps for the red clover plant. Cut 12 1/2-inch pieces, clamp one end. You'll have extra thread. Place white flocking into a small container, add a pinch of brown, and mix. Glue the stem ends. Use tweezers to sprinkle white flocking all around. When dry, glue around and sprinkle second application of flocking. Place green flocking in a small container. Glue 2 threads. Use tweezers to sprinkle flocking once. To make the leaves, punch 4 5/8" snowflakes from green copy paper. Next, cut off the top ends from each snowflake branch. Slightly curl the leaves with the stylus. Glue leaf pieces to the stem top. Glue a green thread piece approximately 1/2 inch across the top of the ground base. Assemble stem pieces along the green thread piece on the ground base. You could make several plants, varying the number of flowers, buds, stems, and ground base sizes. To make a clover chain necklace, cut approximately 2 1/4 inches of green thread. Place in clamps. Apply glue dots on thread with spaces in between. Sprinkle flocking with tweezers all around. Glue small bits of thread. Cut 1/16 to 1/8 inch to the flowers. Glue ends together. For the bracelet, cut 1 inch of green thread, then use the same steps as with the necklace. For earrings, glue a dot on top of a 1/4 inch of green thread, clamp, sprinkle flocking around with tweezers. Trim the end. Add light brown color to marks on the stems. Lightly paint white in a vertical direction around the flowers. To make the 4-leaf clover, glue 2 leaf pieces together. Overlap, slightly curl with stylus. Glue a 1/2 inch stem, trim if needed. You could make several plants and clover jewelry with varying amounts of flowers, buds, and leaves. Some ideas for clover. Put some in a bouquet vase, a flower pot. Add insects like a bee. Plant in a garden, flower patch, lawn, or display in a nature setting like a meadow, prairie, field, or roadside scenes. I hope you liked the mini red and white clover projects in this Wildflower series. Thank you so much for watching and sharing.